Hello, do you want to know all the top 10 things to learn for differentiation for A-level mathematics? If so, you've come to the right place. Hi, welcome to Anago Maths. If you're new to this channel, please click subscribe below so that you can receive more videos like this. The top 10 things you need to learn for differentiation. Number 1, learn to differentiate sine x and cos x. Remember, differential of sine x is cos x and differential of cos x is minus sine x. Number 2, learn to differentiate exponentials and logarithms. For example, learn to differentiate e to the x. It stays the same as e to the x. But if you differentiate e to the 2x, you differentiate the 2x to get 2, and then you multiply it in front, so that will give you 2e to the 2x. The third one, the chain rule. Learn to apply the chain rule. dy over dx is equals to dy over dt times dt over dx, and it's very important to write that down before you do the process so that it's showing clearly what you're doing in your exams. The fourth one is the product rule. The product rule, y is equals to u times v. You need to identify what is u and which one is v. Once you do that, you apply it in the formula. You differentiate u and you differentiate v, and you will use as v du over dx plus u dv over dx. Number 5, another very important thing in differentiation is the quotient rule. Y is equals to u over v. U is always the numerator and v is the denominator, and then you would put it in the formula and you differentiate u and you differentiate v, and be very careful. You would have to square v. Quotient rule can be very long process, so you have to take your time. Number 6, you have to learn to differentiate trigonometric function. Number 7, parametric differentiation. So it's important to be able to differentiate dx over dt and also dy over dt. Then you can combine it together. Number 8 is implicit differentiation. So you can have things like x squared y plus 2x is equals to 7. Sometimes it's difficult to make y the subject. Differentiate them implicitly. The next important thing, number 9, for differentiation is to learn to use second derivatives. Second derivatives will help you decide if it's a minimum point. If d squared y over dx squared is less than 0, that gives you a maximum point. If d squared y over dx squared is bigger than 0, it gives you a minimum point. This one, d squared y over dx squared, if it's equals to 0, it could be a point of inflection, but you need to test it. What do we mean by testing it? You will take a number slightly below, say, the x value for that point, and see if it is negative or positive when you substitute it squared y over the x squared function. And then you will use a number bigger than that value and substitute it. Now, if it changes from positive to negative, that means it's a point of inflection. It's point of inflection. And lastly and not least is to learn to use differentiation in situations of rates of change, like the volume of a balloon is increasing with respect to time, dv over dt. The radius is changing, dv over dr. So it's be able to do those kind of differentiation. Be able to differentiate dv over dr if the volume is given by v is equals to 4 over 3 pi radius cubed. That's the volume of a sphere. Be able to find dv over dr. That will give you 3 times 4 over 3 pi radius to the power 3 minus 1, which will give you 4 pi radius squared. Thank you, and I hope this helped you during your exam. These are the 10 top important things in differentiation for A level. If you've enjoyed this, please don't forget to subscribe to see more videos like this.